Today, we're tackling a question that many homebuyers have. Do you really need an independent agent when purchasing a new construction home? And if so, what exactly does a new construction buyer's agent do? That's what we're breaking down in today's video. A lot of people don't even realize you can have an agent help you buy a new construction home. Once folks realize they can have an agent represent them, they call me up and I quite commonly get the question of what exactly I do to help. They're trying to decide if they want to bring me along on their journey or not. Let's start with the cost of hiring your own agent. One of the biggest misconceptions is that hiring a buyer's agent will cost you money. The truth is, most of the time, the builder pays your buyer's agent commission. This means it's not going to cost you anything out of pocket. While there can be rare exceptions, for the vast majority of builders in my area of Southern California, which is Murrieta, Menifee, Temecula area, including big names like Richmond American, Woodside Homes, Pulte Homes, Meritage Homes, KB Homes, D.R. Horton, Century Homes, TriPoint Homes, and Taylor Morrison, just to name a few, they are still paying buyer agent commissions. From my perspective, there is only an upside to having a buyer's agent help you purchase your new construction home. I can't think of any downsides for you as the buyer when the builder is paying your agent for their services. If you're not using an independent agent, you'll primarily be working with the builder's sales representative. They are employees of the builder, and while they can be helpful, their primary responsibility is to the builder. Having your own agent ensures that you have someone solely focused on your best interests. When I work with clients, and hopefully if you're working with a good agent, they will have a long-term mindset regarding your relationship. My goal isn't just for your current purchase to go smoothly, it's to build a lasting relationship. If you ever then decide to sell that new construction home down the line, my hope is that we've developed a strong connection and I will be your go-to agent for all your real estate needs for years to come, and for your friends and family too. We're not just concerned with selling this one new construction home, we're concerned with our relationship over the long run. One incredibly important tip when choosing an agent: I highly recommend finding an agent who specializes in new construction homes. What I mean by that is they do it regularly and have specific expertise. While any independent agent is better than no agent at all, and I want to be clear about that, an agent with specific knowledge and experience in new construction sales will be able to help you in ways that others might not. Let's break down the different steps of purchasing a new construction home and how an independent buyer's agent is going to help you every step of the way. In our business, we like to start with a Zoom meeting or phone call. This is what we call a discovery call. This is where we get to know each other. I'll learn what you're searching for, where you want to live, what cities we're going to focus on, what you're looking for in the home, and your budget. I can also help you with getting pre-qualified if you need some guidance on your budget and finding out what monthly payment you're comfortable with. During this call, your buyer's agent will discuss the different builders and communities that are available, matching them with your price point and the type of home that you're searching for, while also considering the availability of potential communities. The last thing you want to do, and I have seen this happen often, is to waste time touring communities that are completely sold out. I've been in models with clients where we were already on a wait list and other buyers were touring the same homes unaware that they had no chance of getting one without being on that list. Your agent needs to be knowledgeable about which communities are actively selling and which have wait lists. Your agent should also know the reputation of different builders, which can vary widely in our area from quality to customer service. For example, I know of one builder locally whose lending process can be quite challenging. While their communities are popular and they offer good value, knowing about potential financing hurdles beforehand can make the process far less stressful than being caught by surprise. Furthermore, an experienced agent knows which new construction sales representatives are the most helpful and pleasant to work with. While the majority are great, some can be less engaged. We want to work with the reps who will make your process as smooth as possible. This can be all the difference between a good experience versus a stressful experience. Finally, your experienced new construction buyer's agent should be aware of the timelines and availability of these communities. Some builders build homes quickly with short wait lists, while others take a long time, sometimes experiencing delays due to supply chain issues, labor shortages, or the county and city permitting process. If you have a strict deadline, say you need to move in before school starts in August, you will need to know which builders are likely to run on time and which might be a month or two or more late. All of this crucial information is discussed before we even begin touring communities. Now for the fun part. Touring communities. Once we know where we're looking and which builders and areas interest you, we'll start visiting model homes. Always bring your agent with you the very first time you visit a new construction community. I cannot stress this enough. I still get calls from people who didn't, and after that initial visit, builders often prohibit or make it difficult for an agent to represent them. It's typically a builder rule that your agent must accompany you on your first visit. Sometimes even just a phone call or an email to a builder will disallow them from paying your agent. When we tour, we're not just aimlessly looking. We're focusing on communities that are a genuine possibility for you. This is another major benefit of hiring an agent. They do the legwork. They either already know which communities have inventory, or they'll make the necessary calls to find out what's available, get starting prices, and gather all the vital information, saving you valuable time. If you call some new construction builders directly, you might end up in a call center or with an online sales rep who gathers your information before passing you to a sales office. As an experienced agent, I often have the direct cell numbers to builder reps in our area, allowing me to get information quickly without going through the usual sales process rigmarole. When touring model homes, I will point out what's included and excluded from the models. This varies drastically by builder. Many models are highly upgraded, and most of what you see will not be in your new home unless you pay extra for it. Your agent should be knowledgeable about these differences. I also keep an eye out for new construction cancellations. These happen quite often, and when I hear about them, I immediately check my client list to see who is looking for a particular floor plan or community that might be a good fit. Sometimes we're touring model homes, other times we're touring actual homes under construction or cancellations that have fallen out of escrow. Personally, after you've gone through the process to get on the wait list, I follow up with the sales reps to ensure that you've been officially added. Oftentimes, pre-approval with the builder's lender is a requirement, and sometimes even after that, nothing happens. I need to ensure your application moves from the lender to the official wait list so you do not get lost in the shuffle. I also help you roughly determine a timeline and your chances of getting a home in that community. I do this by speaking with sales reps and drawing on my personal knowledge from previous clients. For example, if a wait list is a certain length, I can give you an estimate of how many months it might take to get a home there. If you're located elsewhere in the world or country and a phase release comes up, I can go take a video of the specific lot for you. If you've decided on a floor plan and community and the lot is released requiring a decision within 24 hours but you're not in the area, I can be your eyes and ears. Your new construction professional can even attend phase releases for you. When it comes to negotiating, current market conditions play a huge role. In a strong seller's market like we've had over the COVID years, base price negotiation was very difficult, but market conditions this year have been much more buyer-friendly and many communities are entertaining lower offers. There is also sometimes room to negotiate other concessions such as increased closing cost credits, design center credits, or other incentives like refrigerators and washer dryers. In a strong seller's market, sometimes the deal is simply getting a home. In today's market conditions, a skilled agent can potentially save you a lot of money. Once you found the home and lot that you love, you'll go under contract. This is another critical area where your agent steps in. I review the purchase contract to ensure it aligns with typical agreements. I'll confirm that any credits we negotiated are included and that you understand important documents like the natural hazard disclosure, especially if you are in a fire-prone area and what that means for the insurability of the property. I also ensure you understand the taxes and special assessments and make sure you understand contingency timelines and important deadlines for making decisions. This is another vital service your buyer's agent should offer. Now the fun of building and designing begins. I love to attend the design center appointments when invited. While I'm not a designer with the artistic eye of the professionals there, I can certainly help you decide what's worth spending money on and what's not, and I can offer insights into current design trends. For example, I recently worked with clients who were buying a two-story home with 3 bathrooms. Their primary bathroom had a super shower, the downstairs had a standard walk-in, and the secondary upstairs bathroom came with a tub shower combo, which they planned to convert into a regular shower. I simply pointed out that while it's their home and they should do what they want, if they didn't have a single bathtub in the entire home, it might rule out a lot of future buyers, especially families with small children, which are common in our area. They decided to keep the 1 bathtub for resale value. These are the kinds of considerations your agent can help you with. The design center appointment can often be long, oftentimes 2 to 4 hours, or even split into multiple sessions. While I don't have the styling eye of a designer, my presence is incredibly helpful for knowing what you've added. This way, when the design choices are installed in the home, I can often recognize if it's being done correctly and if it's what you ordered. Catching mistakes sooner rather than later is always better, and mistakes do certainly occur when customizing a home. During the escrow process, I constantly advise my clients on the lending process. While you'll often get pre-approved with the builder's lender, I've stressed in a separate video I'll link above the importance of getting a second opinion. It's crucial to have an agent who understands how new construction financing works, as it's very different from resale. Another service I love providing my clients while their home is being built is monthly progress reports. I visit the home, take pictures, and send them a description of what's happening, like, hey, your cabinets just went in, or your foundation just got poured, or whatever the latest development is. Your agent also acts as a mediator if challenges arise, and frankly, challenges almost always arise. These houses are built by humans and mistakes are common, unfortunately, but that is a fact. Your agent's role is to take on some of the burden of mediating and resolving any issues. Now we're moving on to what I consider probably the most important part of your agent's role when buying a new construction home, the very end of the process. After your home is completely done, the builder will offer a new home orientation. You are usually required to attend this, and while you can do it virtually, it's highly recommended to be there in person when at all possible. I always attend these appointments with my clients. They are incredibly important. Typically, they last 2 hours or so. The builder, construction manager, or their customer service rep walks you through the entire home, showing you how everything works. This is your chance to identify anything that needs to be touched up, repaired, or is not to your satisfaction. The builder rep will have multiple colors of tape and will walk through and tag the home. Your knowledgeable and experienced new construction agent should know what common issues to look for in new construction homes. I'm looking for paint touch-ups, I'm checking windows, cabinets, stucco work, and paint blending. Sometimes we can even spot issues with the roof, like cracked tiles or messed up flashing. While I'm not a home inspector, I walk a lot of new construction homes, and I know when things are missing, or like when windows aren't caulked properly, etc. Speaking of home inspectors, that brings me to my next recommendation, and something that your agent should help you with. I highly recommend getting a home inspection even on a new construction home. Frankly, some builder reps will try to talk you out of this, pointing to your year-long warranty. However, there are many reasons why you need an independent home inspection on a new construction home. You are allowed to get one, you just need to give the builder some notice. Your agent will help you arrange this. I have several trusted inspectors I work with. I even made a whole video on why the answer to "do you really need a home inspection on a new construction home" is a resounding yes. Yes, you do. I've seen some stuff. Even since I made that video last year, my recommendation on getting a home inspection has only gotten stronger. I'm seeing a lot of issues with new construction homes in our area lately, and these are often revealed in inspection reports. Common issues include HVAC systems not working or cracked and broken roof tiles. I had a near worst-case scenario happen to one of my clients back in the COVID days. He had moved into his new construction home with his family about a week prior, and he had a leak in his living room. One of the pipes, I believe it was PEX piping, had a tiny nail hole from construction, like a drywall nail hole. It flooded his entire living room. He sent me pictures. All the brand new, beautiful, wide plank LVP flooring had to be taken out. Half of the drywall had to be cut down, and the kitchen was sectioned off with plastic for drying. Unfortunately, this client didn't get the home inspection before closing due to a long story, but they wanted to do it after the close of escrow instead. He was still going to get the inspection within his first year of ownership, which is better than nothing as he's still under warranty. The builder was actually great about taking care of the issue, but it would have been much better to catch it before he moved in so they wouldn't have had to live through all the construction and repairs. The good news is that the builder did take care of it, and my client said that they were still able to live there, so they at least didn't need temporary housing. After you get the independent home inspection, preferably before you close escrow, your agent will help you decide which repairs to ask the builder to complete. It's rare to find absolutely nothing, but normally there are some repairs to be made. Your agent should help you notify the appropriate builder representatives to ensure that the repairs get completed. Let's recap why an independent buyer agent can help you. In most cases, the builder pays the buyer agent commission, meaning no out-of-pocket expenses for you as the buyer. A good agent, especially one specializing in new construction, offers invaluable knowledge about builders, communities, pricing, and potential issues. They can save you time by identifying available homes and reputable builders. Your agent acts as your advocate throughout the entire process, from initial discovery calls and touring communities to reviewing contracts, attending design center appointments, and overseeing the building process. They can help you negotiate price or concessions like closing cost credits or design center incentives as well. They mediate challenges that arise during construction and ensure that issues are addressed if anything comes up during the process. When possible, your agent should also attend the new home orientation and help identify necessary touch-ups and repairs, and should strongly recommend and help you arrange an independent home inspection before closing to catch any potential problems early. In short, an independent agent provides crucial support and expertise, ensuring a smoother and more protected home buying experience. Hopefully, you now have a much better idea of how an independent agent can help and advocate for you when purchasing a new construction home. Let me know down below in the comments if you have any questions. I'm always here to help. Bye.